Yeah, that should be our intro. Thank you for being a friend.
We are on.
We're on again.
We're
Back again.
We're
She's
back.
back with a brand new track.
Welcome back to What's Your Feckin' Problem?
That's
Anthony O'Reilly Jr.
And that's Caroline B. Gorman.
And we're gonna be Gorman and be Gorman and some pretty sexy chat today.
That's something you just made up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna coin it. We're gonna be going about some sex talk today.
Yes, and if you know one thing about Irish people, we compress that. We compress sex talk, but we're gonna actually break out that.
We had to do like a small PLC course.
Yeah.
Before in maturity.
Yes.
Before
that
we shot this episode.
We didn't pass, but we've done it.
No, we actually have to go back in the summer. It's so embarrassing. So
Yeah, we have to sit. You have to sit.
Please follow us and get subscribe, review, because
guys, if you want to follow us and subscribe, you can go onto Spotify right there. Watch your Feckin' podcast. Watch your Feckin' Problem podcast, and then also on YouTube as well.
TikTok and Instagram.
And Instagram. And TikTok,
Instagram got pretty spicy yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh my!
We're recording this now a week in advance
because of how spicy Instagram got.
Yeah, we're just off the episode, not the second episode.
We're just off the work episode and the AI chat.
And the AI chat, that threw me off.
So good! I can't wait, because by the time that episode comes out, and this episode comes out,
that's
another, and this one's gonna come out the week after that.
Yes, the 28th. No, the
March, and the second one. So the first one, the next episode is on the 28th. We're gonna have to. Yeah, look at us.
Do you want it?
Not knowing what a calendar is.
Yeah.
We'll link the episodes on our Instagram, TikTok. I'm sure you're fucking sick of us. Yeah. But I put it out there for general consensus. I wanted to know, did you guys want to talk all things kink?
Yeah.
BDSM.
Whoa.
Butt stuff.
Damn.
Yeah.
Spinks.
So, we're going to start with section 1.
Section 1 of it. Yes, let's go.
The big Feckin' submission. I want to jump right straight into it because we have a lot to cover this episode.
We do. We have a lot now. This will be the same kind of type of episode then as well. It'll be good.
So, okay, before we get into these submissions, hold up your hand. I solemnly swear. Not to laugh.
No, I can chance it.
Not to laugh.
I'll try my best.
When the words tits, arse, fanny, bum, anything.
Cock, balls.
Get it all out there now.
Yeah.
All them.
I just saw a cunt in the screen. Hey! Cunt screen. Yes.
Yes. But,
See, that was a test that we failed.
Oh, I failed so hard. I'm just going to go down. You know what? Fuck it. Straight into it. This was probably the funniest thing I have ever read. And I'm going to load this on my phone, because when we get to it, you're going to be like, what the fuck is that? And you're going to click the search button.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. And you're going to know exactly what it is. Okay? Alrighty. So this person asked to remain anonymous.
Yes.
And I said fuck them, and I'm going to tell you their name. No, I'm kidding.
Imagine. Well, Paddy. So this is Paddy. Paddy and Mary.
This is Paddy. Paddy sent this in. There was one time an ex and I were having a little bit of how's your father?
That's a great way to explain it.
I love saying that.
Yeah, how's your father?
If a lad came up to me in a smoking area of a pub and was like, do you want to go home and have a bit of how's your father? I'd be like, I'll order a Domino's after you.
Did you say?
No, but like if someone did, no, Jesus
How's
Christ,
your father?
I'm so alone.
Yeah, that'd be, I think, you shouldn't be doing that.
How a bit of how's it? So they're getting down to the business. All was going well, but towards the end, the mood changed, which happens, and that's fine. And I'm like, yeah, sometimes you just, can't get there.
Yeah, it can happen.
They told me they probably aren't going to finish. And I said,
she's not happy.
That's okay. That's totally fine. Do you want to talk about it? Which I think is really nice. Because, sometimes, that happened. I'm going to be perfectly candid. As somebody who is on a high dose of SSRIs, I find it incredibly hard to climax. I have to really concentrate. I have to really get
It's
there.
A real struggle.
It's a real struggle. I always have to say
You're practicing for an exam, really, is it?
It is.
You're practicing for a test.
Okay, just concentrate. You know sex. So good.
Damn.
And I do. I've had it 7 times.
7 times? Fair play. I'm a Christian. I don't believe in sex before marriage, and That's
Well, to be
why
fair,
I am a
considering the
virgin.
question I asked you beforehand, you might as well not. You might as well be.
I'm a virgin.
Nerd. Ah, drop me submission.
You're okay.
Yeah.
Guys, this is what it is. The big feckin'
There
kink
is.
episode, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So, anyway, so they said, it's totally fine. Do you want to talk about it? And this person said, the girl said, no. And then they took out their phone, put on their headphones, opened up Belza. If you know, you
Belza?
know.
What's Belza?
Now's the time to check the phone answer.
Check the phone.
Yeah.
So I have to look up this thing called Belza.
No, all you have to do is click that. It'll tell you exactly what it is because it's loaded.
Belza. Porn from women featuring the best free female friendly HD porn videos and erotic stories, hot guys storylines, natural bodies, free erotic stories.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know if anybody wants to go onto that.
So there you go, girls. If you're sitting at home, because I have never heard of Belza.
Yeah. Belza, I've never heard
So
of
I'm absolutely gonna listen.
Have you?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go home.
You're gonna go home later.
I'm gonna put on my headphones.
Yeah. And you're going to watch Belza.
I'm gonna play a
The
little
new
bit Fiddler
series
on
of
the
Belza.
I'm gonna play Fiddler on the Roof. Then I'm gonna have a bowl of cereal. I'm gonna go to bed.
That, do you know what? That is not a bad show. That's not a bad show. Fair play.
And that's why I am so mentally sound as of late.
That's it. That's
Unbothered.
so good. Not bothered at all. That's okay.
That's me. It's sleep before 9. Good night, God bless. That's all she wrote.
Jesus.
Only read them. Could you imagine this poor fucker is lying there and starts getting themselves off while they're sitting right there?
I
Could you
yeah.
imagine saying, hey, do you want to talk about this? Is there anything I can, do? Is there anything
Yeah.
you want? Because that's often happened to me, and like people have been like, they've been like, oh, is there anything I can do? And I'd be like, yeah, actually, do you know what we'll do? We'll use a toy. And if they're a huge dick,
Yeah.
they're like, why? What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
I'm like, cool. So
I thought you meant they have a huge dick.
no.
As in they're a huge dick.
I mean,
There's
if
a
they're
reason why
really
you have to
mature,
get the sex toys. Like.
yeah.
That's okay.
But if they're super mature and cool about it, they're like, oh yeah, what do you want to use? Tell me what to do. And that is the sexiest thing a man can do in that situation.
See, that's a lot of insecure men. I'd say wouldn't want to do that
as well. Because I'd safely say it can happen with guys and like they can't get there and whatever. Like do whatever it is for them.
Do it, yeah. 100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
And she's like, do the like I don't know, go down there.
Go down.
Go down there.
Go down under.
Go down. I'm coming under.
Imagine singing that.
I have this wild fantasy that I'll know I've met the person I'm gonna marry if I'm down there and like it's been all sensual and stuff and I lean in and I get to tap it and go, is this thing on?
Oh no.
And if they don't laugh hysterically, I don't fucking want it.
I heard someone doing that before and they told them to go home. They asked them to go home. The mood was gone.
Oh yeah, no, to be fair, this is why I'm single. Yeah, but could you imagine lying there and someone's like, no, you're not going to do this, I'm going to listen to not only are you bad at sex,
yeah,
but I'm going to listen to some erotic porn while you lie there and I do it myself.
It's a bit concerning. It's a bit concerning that you have to watch that in order to finish. I think that's more of a problem more than anything. 100% problem.
Why don't you give him one ear? Like, why didn't you turn around and give him one earphone?
Give him one ear. Give him
one earphone and be like, let me lie into it. Like, why put that in that case? You could.
But does that make you a cook?
No, it means you're helping.
If you are about watching porn together and you're getting off together by watching another two people, is that a cook?
No.
Because if I sat in the corner of the room and I said, if you are having sex with a guy or a girl and I sat in the corner of the room and watched,
that's cooking.
That's a cook.
That's cooking.
Well, what's the difference between that and watching porn together and doing that?
That's just that's not cooking. That's getting yourselves there. That's having that's enjoying a little bit of erotica together.
Damn.
That is something you could definitely, you've never done that.
I've never done that.
Come here, listen.
I've never done that. I've never done
You've
that.
never done that?
No.
Highly recommend. Do you know what? Even let's take the awkwardness out of it for a second, right? If you are that nervous about trying something new, and I do not recommend it, you're not a drinker.
I'm not a drinker.
No. So if you're not a drinker, I don't know. Maybe do the things that make you relax first.
Right.
Or do the things that make you feel confident.
Yes.
I don't know, when you feel your best. Maybe it's when you put on just after the shower, you've just put on some nice aftershave.
Yes.
Some fresh sweats, Whatever your miss is into.
Yeah. She's
Light a candle.
Light a candle
Light a
for
candle.
the
Put
people
on-
that passed away
Turn
that can't
off.
have sex anymore. Light a
Think
candle for
this one's for you, Nanny. Just
for Nana. This one's for you, Nana. You fucking hoe. That's it.
If anything sent Anthony to hell, it was that sentence.
Well, come here. Look, I'm called Saint Anthony. I help you find things.
And clearly, it's not the fucking clit or like where the line is talking about sex and your nana.
It wouldn't help me Nanny find that clip. I just want to say that.
Oh Lord!
Okay,
Look, I think in that case,
Yeah.
if you like, fucking hell, if you are like, if you're gonna watch porn or something like that, or if you can't do it, or if it feels awkward, sit down and chat.
Yes.
And also know that if someone says, "Look, I'm not gonna get there," don't take it personally.
They're just not in the mood. Maybe they go.
Or
You had a
maybe they're
tough
on
week.
an SSRI.
Like some people have sex with people just because they don't want to let the other person feel bad.
Yeah, and see,
And that's not great.
That's not great.
No, it's not great.
That's just a go on,
Go,
lob it in.
don't wake me.
Go on.
I'm reading a book.
Read me a book.
Let me finish this chapter. Do you remember in the Snapper?
Just like this.
I think it's the Snapper.
The snapper, and she's knitting.
Yeah.
And he's like, Spoder.
I suppose I'm right out the question.
And she's like, I'll just finish this line, so.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? Go on, go up and brush my teeth, son.
I'll go up and brush my teeth. That's if you're Irish. I'll go up and brush my teeth. And she goes, that'll be nice there.
That'll be nice.
That's funny.
That's fucking. That's brilliant. Right, look, I'm going to move on to the next one because this one I feel is going to split people down the middle.
Okay.
No. But shh, do what I did there.
Oh
No.
shit.
So, do you want to read this one?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Someone came in with a submission saying my girl wants to add another girl into the mix, but I feel awkward about it. WSID. What's that mean?
What should I do?
What should I do? Sorry, I'm not.
Home with the Downies.
Yeah, I'm not home down with that. If I'm going to be honest, if I had two women, I wouldn't know what to do with one of them. So I wouldn't know what to do with two of them.
That it seems to be, in all my experience, I'm going to make sure my ma doesn't listen to this.
Your ma's going to listen to this.
My ma better not listen to
She
this
will
episode.
listen.
She's not going to. I'm going to make sure your ma listens.
My ma won't listen. She doesn't listen to me in general, so
That's fair.
she won't listen to this podcast.
No, listen.
Yes.
I have experienced about a ménage à trois.
A three.
A trois.
Oh damn.
A three.
Fair play
ménage
to
à
you. That's.
trois.
Jeez, that's
I'm
great.
a bisexual woman.
Yes.
It's mostly been women and one man.
Women and one. Best of both worlds, Hannah
Best of
Montana.
both worlds. And it generally just tends to be. I've always been the stranger, except I was in a relationship where it was E&M, which is ethical non-monogamy, in my last relationship, but that didn't really work for me. And I was also, that was right when I found out my dad was palliative.
What's that mean? What is that?
When my dad was palliative and they moved into the active dying stage.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I was with a person I definitely should not have even begun to date in the first place.
Yeah.
And I was like, it got to the point where I'll never forget it. I had just been told that morning from the doctors, they were like, we'll give it about maybe 4 days, 5 days. Now, it turns out that was the Friday, he died the following Friday.
Yeah.
And I remember texting, voice noting my partner at the time, my ex, crying, because the news had finally come, like they were like, get ready.
Yeah, get ready.
And he was like, yeah, but I promised my best friend I'd go over to her house and give her a for her birthday, and she really doesn't want to be alone on her birthday, so he let me spend the night alone in his apartment while I cried about my dying dad.
You were getting depressed while she was getting pressed against a fridge.
Yeah, and I had to do a wedding the next day.
You had to do a wedding?
Yeah, like I was a makeup artist at the time.
Oh damn.
And I had to do a wedding the next day. And I remember thinking, I have silly goosed too close to the sun.
Like I couldn't imagine now. I couldn't imagine me personally being in a relationship where there'd be two women involved. Because I don't know how I'd feel about that. Like I think every man says they would, but realistically they wouldn't.
They hardly know what to do with the fucking woman that's in front of them.
Yeah, because what happens if one gets jealous and the other one gets jealous?
See, that can be, and here's a perfect opportunity for me to bring this up.
Yeah.
Anybody who is considering this, Okay, maybe you're together a long time, you're looking for something new, maybe you've always wanted to try it, maybe, you know, you yourself are a single person.
Yeah.
And want to be that stranger for somebody.
Yes.
You know, here's what you do.
Would that be a cook?
No, that makes you a unicorn.
No, fuck off now. What do you mean a unicorn?
So I, in that situation, was a unicorn. Because I was the female third. Do you know what I mean? So, like say for example, a couple who are looking to invite a third to bed are called unicorn hunters.
Who's making up these terms?
This is like all terms.
Like unicorns are supposed to be magical and mythical and for kids. Yeah. Like, why are they bringing in sexual terms?
I'm about to explain all this.
What's it?
I'm about to explain all this.
Okay.
I'm about to give you all the facts, motherfucker.
Perfect. Another episode where I learn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Here's what you do. Okay. I'm gonna give you a quick crash course.
Okay.
Okay. A female.
You guys at home can do that as well.
Okay. Ready? I'm gonna be like the sex Miss Rachel.
Yes.
Okay, are we ready? Yay!
Can you
touch a penis?
go grab your nearest penis? We're not
well.
Well, I'm mentally well, yeah. I wouldn't be now.
Fuck.
I wouldn't be now.
No, come here. Do you know what it is? If you are a female third, the female third is called a third. Actually, remember the conversation we had about majority?
Yes, but I when I done the oath, I said I'd try my best, so I actually went by the oath and I'm sticking by it. You said it, I said I promised me best. You know what I mean? I promised.
I'm really struggling with this. If you are a female extra.
Yeah. An extra. You're like a fucking extra in a film.
No!
The two lead roles and you come in with a fucking...
Bring in the what?
Yeah, and you have an extra one or two lines or something to say in this fucking little short for them. Because your man can only come in 5 minutes.
Screaming. No. If the female is called is a unicorn. If it's a man, he's a bull.
Fuck Caroline. Who's making up these terms? I want to talk to them. What do you mean a bull?
Bull.
He sounds aggressive.
Yeah. Stud. Bull. What do you think they're for? For breeding?
I know, but it's just... Right, go ahead. Sorry,
which is another kink all on its own.
Sorry.
No, but if you have an interest in having a three-way, whether it be with another woman, another man, whatever that be, a bull or a unicorn,
yes,
it's all going to be on the test later.
Yes.
First of all, I would recommend looking up the show. You can get it on the Channel 4 player. It is called Open House, The Great British Sex Experiment.
Oh.
And this is a reality show.
Yeah.
I think it's got about 2 or 3 seasons. I loved it. And that's kind of what opened my mind to kind of the E&M and stuff like that, and said maybe I'll try it. Turns out it absolutely wasn't for me.
It's not for you. You didn't.
I am a monogamy girl all the way. But doesn't mean that I think anybody who does work with E&M or E&M works for them doesn't mean that they're like, I think I'm any better than them.
Yes.
That's what, there are all different kinds of love, and just because that's not the way you love doesn't mean it's the wrong way.
Okay.
Unless it's pedophilia, in which case, you know, you're going to jail.
What's that? That's pedophilia?
Pedophilia.
Oh, is that a pedophilia?
Pedo.
Yeah, paedophile. Yeah.
Now, in that case, you're going to jail.
You're going to prison, and what you believe in is wrong. And I hope when you go to prison that someone fucks you. Is that?
And that's how that, and you can take that to the bank.
You can take it.
He's like But no, watch the show.
I got aggressive there. I have to apologise.
Have a glass of wine if you're nervous, or I don't know, smoke a joint, or
what happens if people don't do that though? What do they do?
If you don't do that? What I recommend is get yourself a nice beverage of choice.
Yeah.
Order yourselves your favourite little takeaway. Not too heavy. Don't get anything because you might want to have a little roll around after, right?
Yes. Oh yeah, you can't ride on a full stomach.
Get some sexy foods. Get some chocolate.
Chocolate.
Get some chocolate covered strawberries or something like that.
Damn.
Little nibbles. Cheese board.
Cheese board.
Yeah, aphrodisiac.
People, cheese boards and chocolate with strawberries.
These are all aphrodisiac. These are all foods that get you in the mood.
Damn. What happens if you're lactose intolerant?
Well, in that case, you are single.
Shitting everywhere.
You don't eat cheese. Like, set up an ambience, set up a space.
Yeah. Smell.
Turn off the big light for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Light the fire. Light some
people
candles.
don't like having. A lot of people don't like having sex with the light on.
No.
I'm a light on guy.
I like light on, but I don't like the big light. I like
ambience that gives a mood. Like
I have a big fluorescent light so you can see all me chins when I'm on top just fucking.
Do you like that there? Do you like it? You said you liked the last time. Like,
Why aren't you looking at me?
Why aren't you looking at me?
Why aren't you looking at the jury?
Right, sorry, back to this.
So, no, you can watch the show.
Yeah.
I highly recommend following Dr. Lori Beth Bisbee.
Yes.
She is the psychologist on the show. She has an Instagram, and I actually saved this as well, so
this
that
a
would be to hand. She is the sex psychologist. She actually she was doing talks in Dublin, and I fucking missed it.
You didn't go.
Oh, yeah. Right. Because I had no idea about any of this.
Yeah.
But she is on another she is on the Anything Goes podcast. You know, the one with Emma Chamberlain.
Yeah.
Dr. there is a whole episode. It is a psychology of sex and pleasure, a talk with Dr. Lori Beth Bisbee and Emma Chamberlain. It is so good. I highly recommend it. If you have any way interest in threesomes, BDSM, anything to do with that kind of world, it is so informative. It is so safe, and you can get links to websites. So like anything, like if you're like looking, like say for example, to discover a little bit more about what could actually spice things up, you can do a BDSM personality quiz. Okay, there's an official one. Yeah, I will put the link in for the episode, so people can click it. I don't get to see who clicks the link. So it's not like I'm like, who's a kinky fucker?
Yes.
I'm not looking at being a nosy bitch. Also, who is a kinky fucker? Please text me back.
Text me back, darling.
Please not. No. But yeah, no. And if you're okay, your girl wants to add another person in, sit down and talk about it, and talk about who she wants to bring in. Does she want you to? But
that could ruin a relationship.
It could.
It could. But do you think people are getting to the point if they need another person coming into a relationship that it's just the relationship wouldn't be as, interesting to them anymore as it was at the start? Like it's like they need someone else to spice it up when that person is not enough in the first place.
When it's used for a sexual purpose only, and it's once, like say, let's do this once in a while. I don't think so. But if it's getting to the point where that is the only way you can have sex, then you want to start looking at a polyamorous relationship rather than like an E&M, which is ethical non-monogamy. I was in a relationship like that, so it's just that like you both can have sex with whoever you want. You can have sex with people together. You can go. Would you
not be afraid of the old diseases?
See, this is the thing. You have to have rules.
Yeah, but
when it comes to stuff like that, so like it was only protected.
Most people are.
See, that's the thing. I couldn't trust this person that I was in the relationship with.
That's a bad sign in the first place.
That they were using protection. So I was like, but the thing about it was, it got to the point where I was like, because I wasn't doing it. Yeah. I was barely having sex as it was. Yeah. Because like I was so depressed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I was just like, oh, what am I doing? Yeah. But like. It kind of got to the point where I'm like, this world is definitely not for me. Yeah. But there was people in that world who were like, this is my lifestyle. This is what and I'm talking couples who are married 30, 40 years. Is
people like that, do they like, this is just like from talking about it, do people like that need to find like that that suits their lifestyle? Yeah. Do you think it's that they haven't gotten enough love when they grow up or something like that?
That's a very loaded question.
Like literally, I just thought that now. Do you think it's not enough love, so they need more love because they didn't get much of it?
No, do you know what? You need to listen to the Psychology Sex podcast on the Anything Goes podcast, that episode. It'll explain all of that and where it derives from and where kinks come from. I don't think you can say any behaviour is derived from not receiving enough love as a child. So I wouldn't say that at all. Okay. I wouldn't say that at all. I think it's derived from a pleasure derivative, absolutely. Yeah. But what drives that is down to the individual. Yeah. You can't tar everybody with the same brush.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm like, you're looking at couples who are in this for like years and it just works for them.
Okay.
And then there's people, think of like polycules or, you know, like, people who are in like 6 and 7 people in a fucking relationship.
That's too much. I'm gonna pull the line there.
That's so fucking busy.
That's exhausting. I pull the line there. You can be into whatever you want to be, but 6 or 7 people, you're not looking for a relationship. You're looking for a friends group. You're looking for a friend with benefit group. So 3-way. What do you think of that to sum up that my girl wants to add another girl into the 3-way? Do you know what I'm gonna say? If I was single, I'd do it. I'd do it. I'd do the 3-way with another woman.
Yeah.
Me personally, I wouldn't do it with another man. That's just me. I don't want penises in my face. And so like that as well. But realistically, if I was single, I'd do it with 2 women. And I'm going to say that straight because I feel comfortable, because I would want to try it once. But that's it. That's my 2 cents on that.
There you go. Well, look, listen, if you and Nicola are ever looking.
I am happily where I am.
I'm happily engaged. Stay away from me, you fucking pig.
Yeah. And so like that as well. But yeah, no. I think there's a certain
No, look, listen. In this case, I would say if you want to sit down and talk, do you want to pick the girl together? Download Tinder together. Not even Tinder. Go on Field. That's FEELD. That's an app that has open-minded dating, and loads of couples go on that looking for thirds. You will find people who are a lot more open, honest, vetted, safe, and you can take it from there.
Yes.
And that's a really safe way to do it. And then you can pick someone, see what it works. The way people kind of generally tend to do this is they have a social meet first. So you'll meet the person. You might just go for all of 3 of you go for a pint down the pub. And just have and see if you're friends. See if you're mates. Because you're not going to want to shag someone that's an actual cunt.
Well, that's what,
going in, you want it.
You never know. Like, people just put their personality to, like, people get the personality and put it away and just think about the sexual drive and stuff, and then afterwards they go, and
then kind of make it like, and then if you're going to do it like a date.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, actually do it like a date.
Yeah.
And all of you go for a drink, go for dinner and drink. And then I'll come back with a bottle of wine and just see what happens.
Oh, jeez. That freaks me out. That makes me feel really anxious.
You're like, everything.
If me and Nicola ever, like, you know, if we said, you know, let's do that. That would send my anxiety through the roof.
Oh,
yeah, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I couldn't. Like, me personally, Joey said everybody has a preference. I wouldn't be able to do that. That would freak me out so much. Not because of that. It's just because she's mine, I'm hers. That's it. No one's able to have her. That's what mine is.
Aww,
yes, that's mine. But
so
either than that, you do what you want to do.
Yeah.
You do what you want to do.
She's her. That's so cute. Poor Nicola comes home from work. You're like, get up that stairs. You're getting lamped.
Whoa! Hey, yo! Whoa! Lamped! How romantic.
How romantic. Poor
and then she says, I can't be arsed.
Okay.
I'm not bringing that back. That was episode 2. Go back and
she's
listen
looking
to
at
it. I can't be arsed. Oh, we got real passionate now.
Can't be arsed. I was actually talking to Mad Molly Crochets. I shouted her out on the story today. Oh my god, if you don't follow her, give her a follow. She's so cool. She hand makes Irish girl hand makes crochets designs, teddy bears.
Nice.
Like, she can make like blankets, scarves, and I was like, this takes off. You're crocheting the fucking totes.
Damn.
The Wyfp totes. The what's your friend? She was like, I am so fucking down. We're all there with our little tote bags.
Yeah, I'd wear.
I'm gonna get her to do the feck. I'm gonna get her to do
wear
the
tote bag.
Yeah.
I can't be arsed. That's brilliant.
Can't be arsed. I swear to God, no. My Mad Molly Crochets. She's so good. And I love supporting a small Irish creator.
Yeah, creator. That's
there
it.
You go.
Business and stuff.
The last one, I think, is a really good question, and I put this in here.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to throw it out here. So it said, is sexual compatibility very important in a relationship? Or is personality more important? And we just finished talking about that.
Yeah.
Because you were talking about preference. You're like, no, me and Nicola wouldn't. You're like, she's hers.
Yeah.
She is hers.
Now, I will say
like
something.
that, whatever. Do you know what I mean? That's your preference. But like, for example, my last ex and I, like, fair play, look, I obviously just fucking said what I said. But like, do you know, that person, that man, that's the way he loves.
I think.
And that's the way he is. And who am I to sit here and on my fucking pedestal and high stool and go, well, like, that's the wrong way. It just meant that we weren't sexually and romantically compatible. And we probably would have been fantastic friends.
Yeah.
Had we went that avenue.
Yeah.
But romantically and sexually compatible, no.
No, you have to. I once went. I'm going to tell you a story. Okay.
I'm excited.
I met up with this girl. Okay, I met up with this girl, and I was dating her for 3 weeks a few years ago. Okay. And she asked me to go out on Halloween before. Okay?
Halloween.
Yeah, in Tala.
Can I tell you something? A fun fact?
Yeah.
I lost my virginity on Halloween.
That was scary.
Yeah. I said that to me and my friend Nicole during COVID. She was staying in my house during one of the lockdowns. Like, as in, like, she spent a whole lockdown with us.
Yeah, yeah.
And we were lying there in bed, and I can't remember, we were telling stories about how we lost virginity. I lost my virginity on Halloween. And she's from Cork Street, and all I could hear was, why is everything about you so fucking spooky?
Why?
Why is everything about you so fucking spooky?
Well, come here, look. That's it. Let us know when you lost your virginity.
When did you make... here's the fun. I want to get rid of... Is my mic gone?
No, it should be. Can you hear it?
No. No, I think it's the headphone.
Try again.
Hello. We can cut all this out.
Try in there.
Am I pulling on something?
Is it back?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it ran, yeah. It could be just...
Oh, no, it's gone again.
Oh, what's wrong
We're
with
cutting
this?
it in and out.
Oh, why is that? It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't.
Right, pause. We're going to pause this.
Hang on. Oh, I'm back again. I wonder if it's because it untangled.
I think it's because it's...
Okay.
We'll be alright, I'll just pause this.
Yeah,
and
pause
with
it.
the audio, you won't even notice.
Yeah.
But yeah.
This episode, I think this has gone really well.
It's a good episode. I think we can do the start again, the intro, because we were very... Yeah.
Sure.
Getting into it. No, that's just my opinion. We were
we'll do it right again.
and then we got into it.
Right, so
but just the intro. Hey guys, welcome back to
We'll just do a quick...
just the kind of, just so I can put it in.
Yeah. We need to do a disclaimer soundbite.
Disclaimer soundbite.
There we go. If we need to do a little soundbite for, like, we're not qualified to give any advice.
Oh yeah. We can put that in.
That sort of way. All right, we head back.
We head back and we go back to
what
this.
What were we saying? Oh, virginity. Yeah. When did you lose your virginity? That's what we want to know.
Me?
Yeah.
I lost my virginity at around 14 or 15, just about almost 15 years of age.
Okay.
That's
pretty young.
It is young. I remember there was this girl, and she was from Lucan, and she was like 16, so I was about to hit 15.
Okay.
And
look at you fucking playing.
Here, look, that's what happens. A bit older.
Young Anto had game.
Young Anto had a lot of game. Game left. But the game was there at one point. Game over.
Game over.
But I remember she brought me back to her house. It was in Parmastown, and her cousin was there, and they went to the shops, and she said, "Come upstairs with me."
Okay.
And I said, "Okay." And she said, "Put this on," and I was okay. And a minute into it, I thought I ejaculated.
Right.
I thought the condom ripped.
No.
Yeah.
At 15,
so she goes, "Don't." She goes, "Don't worry." And I got up, went downstairs, got my bike out the back, cycled home, and a girl that I knew said, "Arianta, what's up? How are you?" I goes, "I think I got a girl pregnant," and I never seen her again.
Ever again?
Now I seen her during COVID.
And she
in a workplace.
No kid.
No, she doesn't have a kid because I looked up afterwards. She doesn't have a kid.
I just want to get it look like you, specifically.
No, there's no kid. So that was the first time. So that was a scary experience for me. That was scary. Yeah.
That was so. I lost my virginity to my boyfriend at the time, and I definitely felt way too pressured. I felt pressured into it. Definitely, I wish I hadn't.
Okay.
I wish I'd waited.
Yeah.
And I hate saying losing my virginity because I do feel like virginity is a male construct used to shackle and chain women.
Damn.
I like to say I made my sexual debut at 15.
Now that is a nice way to put it.
I made my sexual debut with this dude. That's a nicer way of saying I came on the sexual scene.
It's like I lost my virginity.
It's
just a more common way to say.
I lost my innocence. My hymen got broke. What do you want me to fucking say? That's the fucking science of it, man.
That's the science.
That's the science. Sexual compatibility, in my opinion, does play like can be the detriment in some relationships.
Yeah.
And it starts with being comfortable enough to sit down and say, here, listen, this is what I like, this is what I'm into.
Yeah.
Here's what I want you to do. Dress up as this, slap me around the place, whatever fuck
Damn.
it is.
People like their hair pulled.
Yeah, people do like their hair
They like their hair pulled, yeah.
and like whatever it is really.
A lot of women, men do as well, but a lot of women like choked.
Choked, spitting, slapping.
Spitting?
Yeah.
What do you mean spitting?
Spitting in the mouth. Tweet.
In the mouth?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my god, I didn't think people were into that. People like to be. What the Die, mad. I didn't think that was gonna be.
Listen, this is a safe space. We listen and we don't judge.
Judge it.
We listen
We don't
and
judge.
we don't judge.
Yes.
We listen and we don't judge. Stop
Yes.
with that.
We listen and we don't judge.
But yeah, I do think sitting down and saying, like, and accepting what it is, like, fair enough, they might say something. I have heard some things in my day where I'm like, I'm not doing that. But thank you for sharing. Like, I did ask.
I had a friend that a girl asked him, could she get knives out and rub it against herself?
Knife play.
Yeah, what's the story with that now?
Knife play is a kink.
That's too far.
That's it.
Do we judge on that?
That's where, this is the kind of thing, and this is why I suggest, I'm going to put the link in the Instagram post and put it in the TikTok post as well, for the BDSM quiz.
Yeah.
So you can learn more about the terminology, because it has a dictionary.
Yes.
And you can learn more about those desires, the terminology. Like, knife play is something that is very niche, but also I think can be very dangerous. It's nothing that I've ever done. But so I don't feel I am like equipped enough to speak about it.
Yeah.
But like, each to their own, and as long as everybody's coming with consent.
Coming with consent? Is that a metaphor?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, hey!
And you mean a pun?
A pun. Oh, yeah.
Metaphor is a difference. No, don't you feel ridiculous?
What's that? I never feel ridiculous because I know I'm a ridiculous
Because there's this whole thing, like, and this is like another thing. Like, have you ever heard of CNC?
No.
Consensual non-consent?
No.
Where it's like a role play of like a
non-consensual. He broke into my house.
Kind of thing.
Oh, I'm stuck in the washing machine.
Yeah, kind of almost like a forced situation, but it is pretty discussed.
Yeah.
And that is where trust has to be. Like, I've heard of those kinds of fantasies, absolutely, like all of these things. But the thing about it is, if somebody says that and you go, "Ugh, you're a freak," well, fuck you.
Well,
I came to you with the same. Well, I felt vulnerable and I felt safe to share. And there's a nice way of letting people down.
Well, there is a nice way, but is that a good kind of kink to be into, that you don't need consent? Because could that not lead you to going, oh, this maybe is alright? Because people say the more porn you watch, it's unrealistic when you're actually having sex with a partner. See, that's where the lines can be blurred, but that's all down to each individual. The kink is always going to be there whether we like it or not. Yeah. And that's always going to, a lot of people have this desire, a lot of people have this fantasy. Turns out there's a massive basis for it. So you do have to be so careful. But the link that I'll put in for the test and the website, I'll put it in for Dr. Laurie Bisbee as well, to go follow her. Yeah. The channel for show as well, the Open House Big Sex Experiment. These are all really good resources if you and your partner, or you as a single person, are just curious. Yes. Where you can find information safely and maybe start having like an open and honest conversation about it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay. And that's been our Feckin submissions this week. Yes. So, the vibrator has a very friend of many, an enemy of many. We were having this conversation. Sex toys. Me, you, and Casey earlier. We were like, I don't know, man, and whatever. And I literally came out and said, if you look at a sex toy, if you look at the vibrator in your girlfriend's top drawer, as your fucking enemy, and not your goddamn teammate, you've lost sex. You've lost it. That's your bud. That's your buddy. That's your buddy. That's your bzzz tag in. We're gonna get her here. You look at it like, there's nothing sexier to me. Nothing sexier. Nothing. If I can't get there, and he's like, babe, let back. Listen. I'm gonna go to the drawer. Listen. You know, I'm gonna be like, oh. We were talking about sexual things earlier on. Yeah. You said that you have to make, like, to you, you said there's nothing sexier to you than if a guy goes, if you're not, get there and they go, I'll get the yolk and put it in.
Yeah.
And I'll do
whatever, or like lie back and I'll play.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Once I was in that situation. I was lying back and his arms rubbed my hair. Oh, head massage got me there quicker.
He rubbed your.
My head.
No, sorry.
My head.
Did the yolk was he using the thing as well at the same time?
I was doing it.
You were doing it. He was rubbing your
we were
head.
at the end, and I was.
He was making you more relaxed.
He was making me more relaxed, and he was doing my neck as well, because those are my 2 places of stress: headaches, and I got a stiff neck. So that's where all my points of tension are, and he knew that.
Yeah.
So I was on, and still am on, in fact, an even higher dose of SSRI. So that was a massive block for me.
Yeah.
So we were doing that, and he just rubbed my hair and massaged my head. 2 minutes, done.
Damn.
Done. Good night, God bless EastEnders. EastEnders was on in the background. Lights off.
Yeah.
Good night, God bless.
See you later.
Two snooze and Susans before 9:30.
Yeah.
Done.
9:30. That's a nice.
It was a midweek.
Yes.
It was a midweek ride.
Midweek riots. Sneaking.
Okay. So, vibrators have a fascinating history.
Yeah.
And a lot of people believe. What do you think the vibrator was invented?
Why was it invented? To pleasure women.
See, this is the thing. People have a common misconception of why it was invented.
Yeah.
So, a long time people believed that it was invented in the late 1800s as a medical tool to treat female hysteria, which is where doctors believe the womb had left where it was supposed to be and went wandering around the rest of the woman's body. Yes, wandering rumour of female hysteria. And they demonstrated, this doctor created the vibrator, and in front of medical students did a live demonstration, because it wasn't just like a handheld thing, it was like the 1800s.
Yeah.
So it had cogs and tools, and they had to fucking put coal in it and and your one's lying back there at a fucking flag, and she's
someone massaging her head.
That's grand.
Yeah.
And they're like, see, the woman is now docile. You're like, oh my god, the woman who has never came, has 27 children, is 14, her mother died of typhoid, and has she, it's the word, never.
Yeah.
You think she's stressed out?
Yeah.
And now you're after giving her a wank? And she's chill?
Yeah.
Fucking no shit, Sherlock.
That will solve it. That will solve it. 1800s.
Yeah, 1800s. So there are stories of the vibrator as early as the 1800s, but the first ever vibrator that historians can tell from comes from Cleopatra.
Oh. And
she used to put bees and hornets into a marble box and shake it. And that was her vibrator.
Whoa. That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That's fucking insane.
Would you say she made that now, or someone made it for her?
I don't think she done much. I'd say
I
it's
think
her
they
that
said,
made it,
sorry, I think
she was too busy bathing in milk and ruling Egypt or whatever.
Yes.
I don't know. I did not read much about her. But a lot of people and a lot of research suggests that the original origins of it, that the fact that it was invented for medical purposes, was not true. Historian Hallie Lieberman and Eric Schatzbild looked into it and found that there was no solid proof of this. And doctors actually didn't use vibrators this way at all. But it was actually, what they did know, that they were used as medical and beauty devices.
Yes.
To tighten the pelvic floor, and they were advertised in magazines. So think of Mad Men.
Yeah.
And that advertising agency show.
Yeah.
And they were coming up with these mad advertisements for magazines in the backs of magazines for tighten your belt. Is it loose down there? After all that, hey, your husband got to war.
Why don't you get a friend until he comes back?
Why don't you get yourself this neat new doodad and doodad your D?
Doodad your D. That's weird.
Our boys are overseas. This just in. Sorry, once I started, it's really hard to stop being transatlantic. And we're back. But yes, so today. Oh, shut my mic.
No, again?
Yeah. No, but it's just my no. Stop. There we go. I'm good. No, I think it's just actually the headphones.
It's the headphones as well, and like, it could be the wires, just the wires like that as well.
Sorry, technical difficulty. So top selling brands today are, let me have a little look. We have Lilo. That is a new one. That is Lelo. They're known for their luxury design and high quality, and they offer a wide range of premium.
Are we doing advertisements?
Now, here's the thing. The second one is called Wyfp, and I can personally vouch for these.
Wyfp?
Wyfp.
That's a good
name. Wyfp spelled WE-VIVE. Wyfp. This changed. This was a game changer for me as a woman who could not climax because I was on so many antidepressants. I had like no feeling down there. So it was really hard, like, because if you were at the time, like when I was in relationships and loving relationships and in relationships where I was being lied to, the other ones, it was very hard for me to like get there, and it did cause some problems because people take it as such a personal problem.
Yes.
The Wyfp has two of my favourite things ever. I'm going to tell you about them. Okay?
Okay.
So the first thing is a dual vibrator that is about this big.
Yeah.
See the inside of my finger?
Yeah.
That's the circumference of it, and it like goes like this. So. Like
okay.
that,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And this vibrates and that vibrates.
Yeah.
So this bit, the long bit, goes in her.
Yeah.
And sits out there.
Onto the clitoris.
Well, John Anthony, ladies and gentlemen, in the last 3 episodes, we found out Anthony eats it. He clappers it, and he knows where the clit is.
Say Anthony, I'll help you find anything.
Anthony. St. Anthony finds St. Anthony seeks St. An Irish lad down there fucking looking for it, just like St.
George Wardymarkers, I'll help you find it.
I'll help you find the clitoris. You're down there for fucking ages.
Sure, there's something under the hood, Marcus.
Could you imagine him being down there and at one stage just going,
St. Anthony? Just bless him.
Blessed be the Lord Judge. Lie back there now and think of soda bread, whatever. Do you know?
Soda bread.
I don't know. I was going to say the Queen.
Bit of knitting.
Do you know, bit on it? Right, do you know what? It's lie back there and think of Paul Mescal.
Paul Mescal in the shorts. You're a fan of Paul.
I'm a fan of Paul.
Fun fact, Nicola lived with him for 2 years in college before he became famous. And the family.
Are only telling me this.
Our first 2 years in Maynooth, she stayed in someone's house, a family's house.
Shut the fuck up.
It was Paul Mescal's family.
You're telling me.
She used to sleep in the same room and have breakfast and dinner and all with them as well. Yeah.
You're telling me that I have a gateway to Paul Mescal?
Yeah.
We've known each other for 2 years. It's the most useful thing you've ever fucking done.
Yes, more likely, yes. Yeah, Paul Mescal, yeah.
This is like, do you know like when someone tells you they're secretly rich after years because they just wanted to make sure you were humble? Yeah. That's
what that is it? Yeah, she knows Paul. Yeah.
Anyway, back to the Wyfp. So the Wyfp is, so what it does is you just turn it on, vibrates from the inside and outside, so it stimulates the clitoris. Yeah. It also makes her obviously tighter. Yeah. So it's more pleasurable for you and you can feel the sonic pulses from it. So it gets you there and her there faster. Generally tends to work better if your partner's on top, but can work the other way around. Play around with it. It really works. It's small, it's discreet. I am not being paid by them, but I fucking should be.
You should. You're very passionate about this.
Oh my god, no!
I'm just sitting back now. This is an advertisement that we're going to put up on the clip.
This is one of the This was a game changer for me in a relationship because it just meant that I knew every time I had sex that if I didn't come or if I couldn't because I was stressed, I was depressed, or like my medications or whatever, that I didn't have to stress because I'm like, fucking Wyfp's there if I can't get there, and I know it'll get me there anyway. Yeah. They also have one where your partner can wear it, but you can control it through an app on your phone. Bring that to a fucking restaurant.
Damn.
That's how you spice up a long-term relationship.
Yeah.
You want to ask about spice?
Is it like a cock ring? Is it like kind of?
No,
or is it more like a fold-over thing?
It's for her. It's like a thing that it's like more or less kind of like the same thing. Yeah. But it also there's little things that go inside you. Oh, okay. So like you can both control it through an app on your phone. Yeah. So like say for example, like you go outside, like let's go for dinner. Come on, love. It's been a long week. You've been working all week. I'm after making a book. We're going for some tea and a few drinks, yeah. You are the fucking hero. And while you're at it, run upstairs, yeah. Get the weed wine. Gonna bring it to the restaurant.
The wee boy.
Get the weed.
Boy.
You're already after booking a taxi. No one's driving, but you're probably having a little drinky boo.
Damn.
Come on, listen, right here, fucking. Not only that, she'll get up and make you breakfast the next morning. But like, you go off now. Do you want to go play golf with the lads or? Jesus, no, you go, game. I'm not going to do it in the water. I'm going off with the girls. She'd be happy as a pig in choice.
Yeah. I'd imagine so now after that. I'd imagine so.
Wyfp's an amazing brand.
Yes.
And I just find them. I as a personal user, can highly vouch for them.
Good. That's good to hear.
Other ones that I found that were really popular was the Hitachi Magic Wand Satisfier, and that is a classic in the industry. The Magic Wand is known for its power, performance, and reliability. So if you like a wand, that's more of an insert tool, a personal tool, but you can also introduce that to play like
a wand, like a role play for Harry Potter.
No, not like a magic.
When Guardian in my
That's the best joke that's been made the entire.
That's nice.
Oh my. We are so mature.
But yeah,
but these are some of the brands. These are some of the tools, and you can actually get any of these at Anne Summers. Yeah. I do know that Boots.ie also do Love Honey as well, and you can do that. They have discreet packaging as well, because the Boots packaging just comes in Boots boxes. So it just looks like, so no one would be, if you were really shy about it, people would just think you're picking up a few fucking soaps or
few little bits for the
gaff. Little bits and bobs, whatever, for the gaff, do you know what I mean? So here's the other side of it that I wanted to talk about. Yeah. It's not spoken about, but some women experience something, and I hope I'm saying this correct, called vagiminimus.
Vagiminimus.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was actually in a Netflix show, fantastic Netflix show called Unorthodox.
Oh, I've seen that.
Oh my God.
I've seen that. About the Jewish and the girl has to run away from the Jews. Yeah, I've seen that.
So do you know this? Oh, great! That makes it so helpful that you've seen that. Okay, perfect. So she, in the show, experiences intense vaginal pain during intercourse. Yeah. Through penetration. Yeah. That's what this is. So if you're out there and you're listening and you're experiencing this, it's a condition where muscles around the vagina involuntarily tighten, making penetration painful or almost impossible. So that's the point where it gets so tight and so on, and it's down to severe stress, and can be quite psychosomatic as well. It's completely involuntary, meaning it's not your fucking fault. Yeah. But there are loads of things you can do. So in the show, the girl, obviously, the husband was like, you have to use these tools. And they were like little measure tools. They were like kind of mini inserts for her vagina. And obviously they were to like open it up more and more, so like she would use this size, and then when she get that in, she was supposed to use the next size, so it would be like a finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers, obviously to eventually allow for penetration, because in the Jewish Orthodox community the purpose is to rebuild the 6 million lost that died during the Holocaust. So you have to have, so your own purpose as a woman is to have as many children as possible. Oh shit. So like that's why a lot of these families were so big, and you know, blah blah blah. So obviously this young girl was suffering from this, and it can be just down to stress and nervousness, PTSD, completely psychosomatic. Yeah. So the symptoms, also, you can also experience a burning or or like a burning or a stinging.
Stinging? Kind of thing. What, when you pee, is that?
No, it's during penetration, during sex. So like it feels like it's burning, like almost chafing. Yeah. And it can also give you just a psychosomatic fear fear and anxiety. God, get it together, Caroline.
Damn.
A fear and anxiety about vaginal penetration in general. So you generally don't tend to be able to have a positive relationship with arousal. So even doing it yourself.
Yeah.
So if anybody is listening and they're experiencing this and they don't know what it's called, this is normal. This is what it's called. And there are treatment options. So you can actually go to your GP and talk about this.
Okay.
I would highly recommend going to a GP that you trust, that listens to you and is proactive in their treatment, and that you don't have to really fight and advocate for what's going on with yourself.
Yeah.
And I have to say that because I have come to find that is a female experience with GPs.
Mm-hmm.
But if you explain this to the GP, they will run through all of this with you. There's like pelvic floor physical therapy, there's dilator therapy, there's CBT, cognitive behavioural therapy as well, because it is involuntary behaviour in action.
Yeah.
There is an amazing book called The Body Keeps Score, and it's about how trauma is stored somatically in the body against our subconscious.
Yeah.
So like you might have forgotten or not even remember that something happened.
Yeah.
But your body does. And that's why your back hurts.
Yeah,
that's why you've got stomach aches. That's why you've got IBS. That's why you're getting
your mind, your body are
migraine.
different.
It's so fascinating. I will put that link for the book as well in the episode post.
Yes. Yeah.
Right
Description. That's okay. That's all right. That's okay.
So you can do CBT, and as a training counsellor and psychotherapist, I highly rate CBT. And there is another form of CBT that is now used to treat complex PTSD, which a lot more people are being diagnosed with, and a lot of people it's helping with people's sexual relationships as well.
Very good.
It's very, very treatable. And these are I'll put some of the websites and some of the links on Vagiminimus and the Netflix show as well, because it's a really good watch.
Yeah.
But that has been the history of vibrators, female pleasure and sex, and some of the troubles people might encounter.
So what we've learned was the 1800s, doctors done it because they thought the womb was going everywhere else in their
female
body.
Hysteria,
Female hysteria.
Yeah.
Cleopatra got bees to put up her pussy.
She had a
beehive, put in her beehive.
She put it in her beehive.
She was the queen bee.
They
stored honey.
Keep going.
and then we learned a lot of education about vaginismus. I can't say that. Vagiminimus. And also a wee vibe.
The Wyfp brand.
The Wyfp
is my favourite.
Sponsors. Sponsors. I'll use them.
I'm on you. Yeah.
I'll use one.
Wyfp, if you see this, I use one. Send him and Nicola one.
Yeah.
And we
will
do a
punch
lot.
the head off you with it. But I'll do it. I'll test it.
Sponsor us, and you too could be listening to this.
We could vibe together.
Morning. Fun fact, I'm going to tell you a fun story. Me and my friends have a group chat, and it's a joke in the group chat that it is crickets of a Sunday morning, because that's when every one of the single women have their wank.
Every Sunday morning?
All of us every Sunday morning.
Now every time I wake up on a Sunday and I go, fair play to them.
No, literally, because normally during the week, even if it's Saturday, there's memes and chats going like, oh, we go on H night, blah blah blah, all those bits or whatever. People are sending things of their baby or something or whatever. Crickets, Sunday morning. It's a tumbleweed.
Yeah.
My brothers can do the cricket sound so good. I can't. I'm such a fucking loser. There you go.
That's okay.
That's more of a pigeon. But no, honest God, not a fucking dicky bird of a Sunday morning. And then around 11 or 12 we go, well girls, did you enjoy their wine? Did you? And or someone will send in a gay pro fiddler on the roof.
Yeah. And then he's all laughing.
And then, or we call it petting the fairy. Petting the fairy. Actually, here's a fun thing. What's the euphemism that everybody uses?
Soaking the sausage. Spanking the monkey. Soaking the sausage, spanking the monkey.
What?
I had so much of them. Actually, it's coming off the top of my head.
Oh my God, beat your meat.
Yeah, beat your meat. Soaking the sausage was a lot. It's like that as well. And then,
Flick the bean, pet the fairy.
Flick the bean, yeah. Pet the fairy is a new one. I didn't hear
Pet
that
the fairy.
before.
That's what me and my friends in the group chat say. We say pet the fairy.
Pet the fairy.
The group chat is called the fairy petters.
That's good.
Yeah, and then on a Sunday morning, we're like, well, how'd you all get on? And I'm like, yeah, grand.
Yeah, we vibe.
That was a lovely, we vibed real hard.
Yeah.
We vibed, and then, 100%.
Here's
All
the
the girls know who you are.
Is
It's
it-
Nicole. It's Sarah. No.
Isn't it mad though, like when most people say, like if you were the opposite sex for a day, what's the first thing you do? And everybody says wank.
No, I would get up and have a wee. The second thing I do is get paid more. Then I go for a walk at night.
No, trust me. As a guy, when you wake up, the first thing you want to do is do that.
Okay.
Because you take a pee first, you're very accurate on that.
Yeah.
Because it's
I want to
more
have a
than
wee
wood,
standing up.
and you have to stand up and you have to lean over.
Oh, right.
Now it depends now, but you have to lean over like that. Your leg goes in the air and you have to balance like that.
Yeah.
It's a yoke. And then afterwards, when you go back to bed, if you're nothing to do, that's the thing. What you do? That's the thing. Every blokes do that. You what? Balance? That's okay. That's all right. But that's what mainly blokes do. So. But I've seen that online. Like people do say that. People say, "What's the first thing you do?" And you'd hear them say, "Have a wank."
Have a wank.
Yeah.
Then I'd helicopter.
Yeah, in the mirror. It's not as fun. You can do it once or twice.
And then I would go down to centre. I would get as many of those ring donuts as I can, and I would see how many I could fit on my wiener.
I've never thought that.
Have
the
you
fact
not?
that you can think that, that's fun.
That's the first thing I would think of.
I've never thought of putting food in my genitals.
I think about that once a week. I have a fan.
Maybe because it's shaped like a thumb.
Maybe no, it's because once a week I do be in getting like a fucking coffee or whatever, and I'll see a packet of donuts and go. Oh,
I'd love the helicopter.
I would stack donuts on them.
I'd love that.
Centra, if you're listening, sponsor us.
Sponsor us, Centra.
Sponsor us, Centra. Not after this fucking episode.
I know, they'd be alright. They'd be alright.
Are we ready to move into
the final section?
The final section.
The Feckin agony.
Radio. This is the Feckin agony.
Yes, it is.
I'm so excited, guys. On trend with the big Feckin King. We got a really cool email.
Okay.
Do you want to go ahead? I'll tell you what. You read the first bit.
Yeah.
And I'll read the second bit.
Oh, fun!
Yay!
Yay! Radio. Yeah. Bumping, touching tips.
Okay.
Right, so here we go. Hi, Caroline and Anthony. Loving the podcast so far.
Thank you.
So I matched with a guy on Hinge recently. We hit it off right away, and he seems like a great crack. Mm-hmm. It didn't take long before he revealed that he was a foot guy.
Ooh.
He's into Tarantino films.
Yeah.
He's into Tarantino.
He's seen that one scene with, was it Salma Hayek?
Yeah.
And he was like, that's for me.
That's for me, yeah.
Fair play to you.
That's okay. He would be good in the medieval times when all you do was look at the ankles and you have a horn.
Like your mom from House of Dragons where he was wanking to your mom's feet.
I've never seen that.
Oh, watch it for the just that.
Yeah, I'll
do you know what's really
fucked
up about it?
What?
He himself has clubbed feet. So he sits there and wanks to her feet. Like, he gives her information and she just like takes her bare feet out and he has a wank. And you can see his like mangled legs.
That's disturbing.
House of Dragon.
First of all,
yeah.
I should note that I happen to really like my feet. Okay, confident in the feet.
Okay, so this person is, I'm assuming it's a she.
Yeah, it's a she.
Mary. This is a Mary.
This is Mary.
Okay, Mary. So she has nice feet. Go ahead.
She has I love having my toenails done and regularly get pedicures.
Good for you.
And to be honest, I don't think partners have ever appreciated how cute my feet are.
Oh, okay. So she wasn't entirely.
No, she got a big compliment.
He was like, "Oh, I'm a foot guy." She was like, "Okay."
Oh, I get ready for this.
Okay. That's
anyway.
Mary, send us a picture of your feet. We have to see how cute your feet are now.
Let's see who can finish first.
I was just gonna be like, no, because like she'd be like, not for fucking free.
Only fans, Mary. Sorry, look.
Only toes.
Only toes. That's good.
Only toes.
Anyway, I was really curious to know all about what he likes and what foot fetish guys want to do with feet. Mm-hmm. He explained it really well to me. Okay. He loves the smell and feeling of them rubbing up and down on his face.
Oh,
and licking
wow.
I'm not messing. I'm gagging a bit.
Do you want me to read this bit?
Oh, I can get through it.
Okay. Do you not like feet?
I don't mind feet, but like I can just picture them stinking.
Okay.
And like that as well.
You're like, not for you.
Licking the feet and toes. The smell is about the pheromones.
Oh, okay. So that actually makes sense.
Is that like the
pheromones?
Yeah, in your body.
That is the kind of chemical that you give off through sweat that would actually attract a sexual mate. Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Oh. I barely sweat. Rather than a foot smell, it's more like this. What's it?
Rather than a foot smell, it's more like this.
Oh, more like this.
Okay.
Imagine you are getting steamy. Imagine you are getting steamy with someone, and enjoy the smell and pheromones.
Okay.
That doesn't mean you love the smell of BO, but in the moment you can enjoy it from your partner.
Okay.
It's like that. Oh, like when say like a guy came home or a woman came home and they were in work and they smelled, but you're just really up for the ride and they smell a BO and you go, I feel dirty, I want to get a shower, but you're gonna fuck me first.
Gives a quick
Gives a quick one, and then afterwards you can get a shower and you feel nice again.
Yes. Oh, they're the, and you know what? They're the best rides.
I'm gonna confess something right now.
What?
I think if you have sex and the sweat is pumping from you afterwards, right? It's just probably one of the best type of sessions because you put all your passion and energy into that. Now that's just an opinion.
Yeah.
That's just an opinion.
I love when someone comes home from work like that. Like when my ex came home from work.
And you have cargo
or
bottoms
when
on.
I came in from the gym.
From the gym.
I'm like, come here to me, you.
Come here to me.
Come here to me, you little slut.
Yes.
Come here to me, you little slut. And he's like, no. Help me, I have a headache. So, painting yourselves the real fucking predator.
Right, oh yeah. Also, imagine women getting turned on by a guy in grey tracksuit bottoms.
I just said tracksuit bottoms.
You did.
I did.
You did. Because the thing about tracksuit bottoms is that girls can see the size of the guy's dick in them, though. Is that what it is?
No, because the last
Is
guy,
it?
I was seeing a guy and he used to like say like we would Snapchat and you know that was the first problem. But he would like he'd be like show me your face and I'm like no I've no
Show me
makeup
your
on. Face. Like your face, like I would just
Snapchat.
Like in the Snapchat, like show me your face,
Yeah.
and I'm like, no, I've no makeup on, and I haven't brushed my hair. He's like, I don't care. I think that's really attractive.
Let me
Like,
see
he used to think that was really attractive. That like when I was in sweats or like if I was going around the house and like I was in, I wear like.
Joe, that's called Caroline. That's called natural beauty.
No, I think it was just pure vulnerability.
Okay.
How many else? No, it would be like I'd be going around in like I wear like men's clothes to the gym.
That's okay.
Because I don't like to be perceived.
That's alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will wear
space
those men's gym shorts going around the house, and I'll wear like a big, massive oversized shirt, and I'll have my hair on my top of my head, and I'll wear like white tube socks.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "Oh, come here."
Now I will confess something.
What?
There's something about seeing white Nike socks.
Yeah, what is it with lads in the night? White Nike socks. You are
I don't know why, but it turns me on.
lad to tell me this. Is that true? Lads, put it in the comment section.
Why do socks turn lads on?
Why?
Well, women as well.
It's not. It's that white Nike sock.
Yeah.
Up halfway up
and they're
the
in
shin.
like gym gear.
Yeah.
Why am I into that? Why
It's just,
are you into that?
Yeah.
Why are we into that?
I don't know. I don't think we have a lot of time to get into it in this episode.
Yeah. No, can you hear yourself?
Yeah, no, I can't hear myself, but I can see the.
Yeah, that's okay.
But that's absolutely fine. Right, go on, finish that there.
Yeah, you're okay.
But,
You're grounded.
no, yeah, I can't hear myself, but I know it's working.
Don't worry, Caroline. This is all part of the progress.
It's all part of the progress.
This is progress.
One day, it'll all
be better in the studio one day.
In the studio.
We wouldn't have to worry about that. There's pictures there.
Yeah, okay, go on.
Right, so in grey tracksuit bottoms, a nice pair of shoes or socks on someone he's attracted to is the equivalent.
We just said that.
We literally just said that.
We just said that.
What? There are ass or tits men and there are feet men.
Oh,
it's the one thing that can turn him on right away.
Okay.
Are you now as a bisexual woman?
Yeah.
You can have a say on this as also
yes.
as well. Tits or ass? I'm an ass man.
Me?
Yeah, I'm an ass man. Your tits. And see, this is why it works because opposites.
In and around my face.
They work very well.
Love it.
Tits in your face?
Ah, love it. Oh, there.
Don't get me wrong.
Pierced
tits are nice, but I'm an ass man.
Pierced tits.
Pierced. I've never seen it. I've never seen pierced tits.
I've mine pierced.
Damn.
They say it tastes like keys, and baby, there's no fucking place like home. I'm sorry, edit that bit out. I'm actually cringing for myself.
No, that's funny.
No.
It's the one thing that can turn him on straight away, and it's more than the confidence of a woman who will get her feet out and dominate him with them and ask him to touch or lick them and rub them all over his face. Obviously, both parties need to be into it to enjoy it, and a partner is.
And okay, I'll pick
on
up from there. Obviously, both parties need to be into it to enjoy it, and he's not into it if his partner is weirded out by it.
Respectful.
Oh, I like that. And it's just letting him lick her feet.
No.
If she's really fully not into it. See, that's the thing about it is, it's not a perversion.
Sorry.
What?
I just came out. I didn't even mean to say that. Like, I just went no. Like, I didn't mean that.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm not dissing your feet.
No.
Sorry.
You were so against me. That's so funny to me. So I like the fact that, so it's not a perversion. It's like, I want you, if you're into it, then that's like my ultimate fantasy.
Do you know where he needs to go?
What?
He needs to work in a shoe shop.
He needs to work in Foot Locker.
He does.
He should have worked in Foot Locker on Grafton Street during the riots.
Yeah.
And he would have been able to defend everything.
Everything.
I believe in this. I believe in Foot Locker.
People that are into feet should be only allowed to work in Foot Locker because they will defend it. That's really good. That's really good. Yeah, I believe that.
You should be that into feet.
Yeah.
That's how much we want you into feet to be able to work.
Do you think some people that are into feet, right?
Yeah.
They're afraid to admit it, so they get jobs as people that like wash people's feet for a job, like beauticians?
No, because that scares me. Because like, what if pedophiles become teachers?
Are you comparing someone that likes feet to pedophiles?
No.
Pedophiles are way worse.
No, but you spoke.
I'd rather be a foot fetish guy than a pedophile.
You spoke about that like in such a perverted way. Like, do you think they're so into feet that they?
Yeah, but I didn't. Like, I'm not agreeing with it.
That's like a pedophile working as a teacher.
I'm not agreeing with it. I'm just saying, do you think some people actually do that? Like, some people are like, I like this, but I can't say anything about it.
Maybe they're shy. But here's the thing. If I was actually turned on by something, I wouldn't want to be facing that during the workday, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
I would like a fucking break.
Yes.
I don't even like being in the job that I'm in now. Like. Love it. Oh, okay. Okay, here's the thing. We've gone on a few dates. And they're getting along really well, and I'm actually really attracted to him.
That's
also,
nice.
I've sent him a few feet pics, and he seems to like the guts.
Good.
Go on.
That's
so Mary really does have some. Mary, send us your feet.
Mary.
We're not paying, but like, we would like it for the podcast.
Mary,
show us your feet, will you? Now we're going to get arrested. No.
It'll be okay.
I'm really let me see. We've discussed what else we're into sexually, and it sounds like it's not just all about the feet. I'm really excited to see how it goes, and to be honest, I'm dying for him to get at my feet. Who knows? Maybe he's going to unlock a foot fetish of my own. Is this normal? Love, Mary. I think fair fucking play to you, Mary.
Do you think that's what it is?
Maybe she is into it, or maybe this is just her guy.
Yes.
Maybe it's just her guy, or maybe she's like, Feckin, maybe this is what has been missing all along. Nobody has been going, you know what, you fucking gorgeous.
She said at the start that she does like her feet and she wants to be appreciated, so I think she found her dream.
Do you know what, Mary? Go on the date and let us know how it goes. I want an update in like 3 or 4, like in 2 or 3 episodes.
2 or 3 episodes.
And let us know how you actually get on with feet guy. Oh my god, imagine a foot guy wedding. They have little feeties. They grow up and they get married and then they have little toe beans. They live in a little shoe and all.
That would be so romantic.
I'm telling you, this is why I'm single.
This is romantic.
This is why people have started to ghost me
so,
before then.
Feet, yay or nay?
That's the thing. It's becoming more common. Here's the thing. I think from now on, when you're asking a lad, are you tits, ass, or feet? I think you should just throw that in.
That should be the third section.
That should be
tits,
the
ass, or
section.
feet.
Tits, ass, or feet.
That's the name of the.
We're changing it. We're changing it.
Tits, ass,
We call the episode Tits, Arse, or Feet.
Tits,
Ass, or Feet. That's the episode name.
That's funny.
That's it.
Funny.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
Mary, thanks so much for sharing. I really appreciate everyone who has shared all their submissions.
Yeah, it's brave. Just let you know it's brave.
It
You're confident. You have to be confident now.
You have to be brave, you have to be confident. We also have an NGL now, so that actually makes it super anonymous.
Yeah, we wouldn't know. We don't even know who you are.
We actually don't know because we have to fuck them. You can find out who it is, but you have to pay for it, and I'm a main cunt.
I'll tell you one thing, I am not paying for anything.
I'm not paying for it now.
I used to be called Alan Harper for 2.5
I can barely
minutes.
afford to get myself from one end of the week to the tutor.
Yeah.
To the tutor.
So, it's safe. It's a safe space.
So we appreciate the submissions. Keep your submissions coming into wyfppodcast@gmail.com. You can follow it on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube as well.
Yes.
And available on Spotify. Now, what do we want to do before we sign off? Oh, we have some shows coming up.
We do. You do. You have some shows.
We do. And I do have some shows coming up. That is going to be, I am playing with the Crack Dealers live on the big stage on the 29th of March. That is going to be with Edwin Salmon for the main headliner. I love Edwin Salmon. He is fucking brilliant. Then we have Taryn O'Sullivan, Josh O'Connell, Kigo, and of course then myself. So tickets are available at KigoLaughs.com. They're €12, cheap as fucking chips.
Oh.
Please support your local artists. I'm trying to get out of my mum's box room. The link will be available in episode, and hopefully we'll get to see your bums in the seats and your feet on the
floor.
See how I did that? Brought back to the episode.
That's good. That's good.
Go ahead and give all your email submissions then as well to wyfppodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on
Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify. Everything that's
my house, to the shop, anywhere. Please.
To my feet.
Touch tips will end my touch tips. Yay!
Bye guys.
Bye guys.